I can't believe I did this again. I recorded the whole thing and then I hit finish instead of stop capture and lost it, so I have to do it over again. I've been watching a lot of videos about ashtrays and stuff. I never really jumped on that bandwagon, but because I've seen so many videos, and you've touched me in so many ways with your ashtray videos. People are like holding up ashtrays that are like this, and they're like really full. And Lisa just dumped hers. I just saw a video where she dumped hers, and she's like, "It's time to empty your ashtray." No, Melissa, what you need to do is go to your local Walmart or Kmart or drugstore and get a ashtray that looks like this. It costs you about, I don't know, maybe $3. Ashtray that looks like this. See, and then what you can do is when you're done with your cigarette, you can drop it down the little hole in the ashtray. Then even if you dump it over, no damage done. Nothing comes out. Nothing. I'm holding this right over my keyboard. Nothing. Unless the lid comes off. Out of sight, out of mind. Doesn't look too bad sitting on your desk and stuff. And you don't have to worry about dumping it over. Even if you get liquid inside of it, doesn't matter. You just pop the lid off and you dump it. I used a soup can underneath the lid from the thing that I bought, but you know, you don't even have to do that. Just get yourself a coffee can, cut a small hole in the center of it, of the plastic lid, you know, flick your ashes in there and then dump your cigarette in there, and it'll pretty much work the same way. So that's a solution to the ashtray problem, as it were. And if nothing else, just take the lid off and move it over to a new coffee can and throw the old one away that's full of ashes. You can go for like a year before you fill up a coffee can. Item number 2, I had some questions about my tattoos. I've had a couple of people ask me if this was a military tattoo and that kind of thing, and I thought I'd straighten that out for you. The answer is no, it's not military, and it has some significance, so I'm going to go into that now. This is the first one. If I can get you a good look here. This is the shield that protects my heart. You'll see there's a shield, and inside the shield is a cross, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a heart in the center of the cross. There's 2 swords crossed behind the shield and a dragon on either side. And what those represent what that all represents is the shield is protection. The cross swords behind the shield stand for honor. The cross in the center stands for faith, and the heart in the center of that stands for love. And the dragons on either side are good and evil, which are something that we always have to fight with and try to find balance. So that's what that one means. The next one is this one on my shoulder. That is my bat out of hell. And the interesting thing is that the heart shape was never intended to be that. It was maybe a subconscious thing, but I drew the flames on one side and then just mirrored it over so that I would have flames around the bat. And when I opened it up, it was a heart, and I thought, you know, that was kind of appropriate because it was representative of the fiery relationships that I've had in the past and me getting the hell out. So that kind of worked, you know, that worked for me. So I had that put on my arm. There was originally a lot of other artwork that was going to go with it. I had a lot of Celtic knots that were going to go around it, and I was going to bring the thing down to my shoulder, but my artwork was stolen by one of my tattoo artist friends. So I'll probably never see that again. I'd have to redraw it. I didn't keep a copy for myself like an idiot. The third one is my dragon, which is on my back. And the dragon represents it's kind of the dragon that every knight or soldier has to fight throughout his life, but never kill. and that's the dragon of self, where you're constantly battling with doing the right thing and what's right, and pushing your personal needs aside, and your greed and your want for fame and all of that is putting that trying to push that aside, and do the right thing and what's in the best interest of everyone. And that's not often an easy thing to do. The next one is, it's a really, really, bad tattoo. It's a bad tattoo, but it's my magician. No face. And the magician is for probably 15 or 20 years ago. I was accepted into a magic society that is very private, in which you're only invited in by other magicians who appreciate the work that you've done and the effects that you've created and that kind of thing. And it's a place where you can share magic secrets and tricks and illusions. And so that was a real feather in my cap when I was asked to join, and went and performed for them. And I got the tattoo as a kind of a badge for that. My last tattoo you can't see. I'm not going to show it to you, but it's the scorpion. It's about the size of a quarter only, and it is next to my member. And its significance is, it reminds me that sex without conscience, and for sex sake, can hold on very tight and will usually sting you in the end. So that's my tattoos and what they're about. That's all I have for this episode of Zen Archers. I hope you'll stop back and visit with me again, and until then, be well.